I guess we're gonna have to take a troll all on our own. If it's up to where we have to take a home on our own. Oh, sorry about that, everyone. I'm singing Bobby Brown's On Our Own from the movie Ghostbusters 2. Sorry about that. Hello, superheroes and supervillains. It's your friend Sean PVS 101. Welcome back to another movie review on my channel. I'm keep continuing on my Ghostbusters reviews series leading up to Afterlife. And today's movie review on my channel, I'm going to review on its sequel follow-up, Ghostbusters 2. Yes, I'm going to do a movie review on Ghostbusters 2. It is the sequel to the 1984 classic, and this movie started once again by Rama Raymond. In this movie, starring Bill Murray as Peter Venkman once again, Dan Aykroyd as Ray Stantz, the actor who played Egon once again, and more. So the plot for Ghostbusters 2. It takes place 5 years later after the first movie. In this movie, the whole New York City is covered by the river of slime because the underground is controlled by the pink river of slime. But then the most unluckiest woman in the world, Dana, is once again being hunted by paranormal, trying to tormenting on poor baby Oscar. But then the Ghostbusters have been retired because it's been for 5 years later. But then the Ghostbuster gang had to investigate what's going on, causing paranormal on Dana once again with her newborn baby Oscar. And then the boys had to figure out is the river of slime the whole time. And then they got in court troubles. And then the judge going crazy and turned to a ghost. And now it's up with the Ghostbuster gang are back, trying to save Diana and Oscar from the main villain, Vigo. That's the plot for this movie. So, after I watch this movie leading up to Ghostbusters Afterlife, what's my opinion on this movie? In my personal opinion on Ghostbusters 2, I really like this movie. Yes, it's not as good as the 1984 classic, which the original movie was an iconic masterpiece. This movie is a really nice follow-up to that film, which I really like Ghostbusters 2. I kind of find this movie pretty underrated. Yes, it does has its issues, which I agree, but I really still like this movie. So yeah, let's get into the story. So the story for this movie, I really kind of like the story. The story is about Diana is being hunted by paranormal once again from his new baby Oscar from the pink slime. Then the Ghostbuster gang are no longer busting ghosts because it's been 5 years later. I really like the story of this movie. It is clever, creative, brilliant, action-packed, funny, and scary. I really like the tone of this movie. It can be funny, it can be action-packed, it can be scary sometimes. I really like the tone of this movie, in my opinion. Also, I really love the writing of this movie. Yes, there's some issues with this writing and the story. Like, sometimes it could be a little rehash of the first movie, like when the Ghostbuster gang got in trouble with going to some Asian guys being jealous over the Ghostbuster gang, but there's some ghosts coming out of the dimension and they're scaring people off, and Diana's acting like her from the first film. Yes, the only issue I have is the story. The story sometimes could be a little too rehashed of the first film, but ain't that bad. It could have been worse for the story. So yeah, I'm just saying. So yeah, I really like the story so far. It's really good. Also, the visual effects, once again, in 1989, the visual effects are still there, and it's still age to look at. I really like the visuals. I really love the character designs. I really love the new ghost effects. I really love the new entities. I really love them. They're very creative and interesting. Also, I really love the new new effects. I really love the new gadgets from the Ghostbusters use. I really love Ray and Winston using those pink slime blasts. I really like when they use it at the Lady Liberty and Yamush. And I really love that new pack, the slime pack. Also, I really love the Egon's new meter, like the Gaga meter. I like the Gaga meter. It looks cool. Also, I really love I love the costumes. I love the new areas. I really like the areas where the characters go to, like the court and the museum. I really like the new areas. Also, the action scenes. I really love the action scenes. They're very awesome and creative. Like the court battle with the Scooligi brothers, I really like. They're very awesome and creative. And also, I really love the climax when the heroes had to defeat the main villain, Vigo. I really like the climax in the museum scene. Also, I really love some of the horror elements in this movie. Like, there's some creative horror elements, like during the scene when Diana is get ready to take Oscar a bath, but then suddenly there's a pink blob in the bathtub when Diana was horrified from that. Man, that part is so disturbing in my opinion. Also, another scary scene I was so frightened is the railroad scene when Ray, Egon, and Winston were scared of these chopped off headless people in the railroad scene. Oh my goodness, that was so freaking scary. I was so chilled by that moment. So yeah, I love the action and the horror elements. And let's talk about the comedy. I really love the comedy. The comedy is very funny and hilarious. I love all the comedy. I freaking love Peter Venkman's jokes. Peter Venkman, played by Bill Murray, once again, he is funny as hell. I just really love some of the humor. I really laugh because of the original the original Ghostbusters have great humor. So yeah, I really love the Ghostbusters 2 humor. It is very funny. Also, the characters are still likable. Like, let's talk about the characters. First, we have Peter Venkman, played by Bill Murray once again. I love Bill Murray as Peter Venkman. Still, he was so funny. I love Peter Venkman. He is so amazing and likable and funny. Also, we have Dan Aykroyd once again as Ray Stantz. I love Ray Stantz, played by Dan Aykroyd. He is a legend, but I love Ray in this movie. He is so funny and likable. Also, we have the actor who played Egon once again. Forgot his name, but rest in peace, actor who played Egon. You're a legend. I love Egon. He is such a smart character. Also, Winston. I love Winston. Once again, he is such a clever man. Also, I love Diana. I really love Diana. She's such a likable character. Sure, she is the same character in the first film, but I like her. And also, I really like her baby Oscar. I love baby Oscar. He is so cute, in my opinion. Also, we have Lois. I love Luis. Luis is funny, in my opinion. Also, I really love all the characters. All the characters are excellent. And let's talk about some of the new characters. Let's talk about the funniest character of the movie, Yamush. Oh my god, Yamush is the funniest part of the movie. Yamush makes me laugh. Hello, Diana. Have you seen the child Oscar? I love to meet the master Vigo. I love Yamush. Nope, leave. Yeah, I love his Italian Rome accent. He makes me laugh. Also, let's talk about the main villain, Vigo. Wow, he is such a cool, intimidating villain, in my opinion. I just really love Vigo. He is such a cool villain, in my opinion. I love Gozer from the first film, but Vigo is such a cool villain. I'm Vigo, master of evil. Yeah, I love Vigo so much. He's a cool villain. So yeah, is this movie a masterpiece? Is this movie better than the first film? No, which I love Ghostbusters 1 even more, but I still like Ghostbusters 2, don't get me wrong, but there's some tiny issues, like I said, the story is a kind of a rehash of the first movie, which I agree. It's a real little rehash of the first film, but it could have been better. Also, The Asian guy who was jealousy on the Ghostbusters guy, he is nothing but a rehash of that other guy from the first. Nothing new. So yeah, overall, despite my issues with this movie, overall, I still like this movie with clever writing, likable characters, amazing visuals, and great comedy and great horror. Overall, I give this movie a 9 out of 10. It's a really great movie. Well, that's my movie review on Ghostbusters 2, and man, I really love Ghostbusters 1 and 2 from the 80s. I really love this franchise so far. What can go wrong with the next one? Oh, frick.